Okay, Survivor 44 came out yesterday. I'm watching it tomorrow morning. From what the trailer suggested, it seems like this is going to be like another co-wrong season where there's injuries left and right and people getting pulled out of the game and all that crap. At least that's the kind of sense I get from the trailer. We'll see if it actually ends up like that. I do know that I watched like a brief portion of it accidentally, and I do know that medical's called like immediately in this first episode. We'll see if it ends up being serious or not. Interesting start to this season with Carolyn and that one confessional. I wish they did that with a lot of other people in the past. I wish they did that with Purple Kelly, with all the other people they've given no edit to. I mean, yeah, great way to start, I guess. Also an interesting cast. It seems like they got a bunch of people who are like either nerds or dorks. Everyone's all hyped for being on Survivor. Wonder if that energy stays once they start starving. Like halfway through episode 1, I've watched for 40 minutes and I haven't said anything yet. I like the cast. They're all like overhyped and nerdy and dorky and stuff like that. And honestly, I guess that kind of works for like what's happened so far because I mean, it all starts off happy-go-lucky and stuff like that, and then the injuries come in, and all of a sudden it's like a horror movie. You got this pure picture of innocence, and all of a sudden, freaking I don't know, fucking Michael Myers comes in and just chops your head off or something like that. You know what I mean? The first evacuation, I suppose the one surprised it looked like he had a concussion or something like that. Like he slammed his head against what I guess was wood, and then it's like gushing blood. Not like gushing, but it was dripping. And then the one guy, I don't remember his name. It'll take me a while, but the one guy like climbed up on like some jagged looking rocks and fell down. It's funny because like a lot of these injuries was a lot of stuff that was like in the trailer, which is why it made it look like co-wrong. So I don't know if it's going to keep continuing like that. We'll see, but I don't know. Something in my gut says that was probably the last of it. I would say it's like a good start for the Green Tribe, basically, because even if they lose one person, they're basically caught up already. Because like the Purple Tribe already lost someone due to medical evacuation, and then the Orange Tribe, I mean, they're pretty much down one guy until he heals up. I mean, what did he do? He popped his shoulder and then he split open his foot. And they're like walking around in the nothingness and in sand and in sand water, and he can't lift anything on his shoulders. I'm with that one guy. Like, who's going to get injured on day 3? I don't want to watch it, but considering that this whole 2 hours has been the biggest focuses have been the injuries. Not really so much the gameplay, but injuries. Okay, I just found the person that I want to win, and that's Carolyn. She's already entertained me. I feel like she was a recruit, maybe, just based on everything that's happening. But like the opening that she had, and then here she is talking about how she doesn't know how to talk to people, and she's making like these weird kind of like facial expressions, and it's very animated. I don't know, I like her. It's like she's game smart. She doesn't know every single bit of like ropes, but she's very aware of like what's going on. So after, I think his name is Maddie, after Maddie finds the hidden immunity idol, it confirms something I don't like about this new generation of Survivor. All the advantages are public. They're public knowledge. Like, I'm sure Survivor wants it to be different, but it's like at the same time they make it very publicly out in the open, and then it's like everyone knows it's going to be gone, so then the paranoia even makes it even worse. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want like overpowered advantages ruining the game, but at the same time, what's the point of even having advantages if everyone's just going to know where they are? A lot of like the more exciting moments of Survivor came from the fact that it's like we didn't know who had the power sometimes, or we didn't know whether or not they were going to play it, or whether or not they needed to play it. Here, it's like 9 times out of 10, it's like a death warrant a lot of the times, even if it doesn't directly correlate with why they're getting voted out. I mean, it's like a curse. It's like the car curse now. If you find the advantage, you're probably just not going to win. Also, I just want to say something towards what Matt said just now before he took his individual paths. Survivor is not about risk. It's about calculated risk. I mean, as you look at last season, the most safest player with the safest strategy, Gabler, won the season. So you don't have to like risk everything. It's all about like the right thing at the right time. So this is why I don't like this idea of like advantages like this being in public, because I mean, at this point, it's not even like a calculated risk anymore. It's about, well, it's definitely going to end my game because like there's probably no way I can hide it. But sure, why not? Let's risk it. It's like, why? Okay, just learned about the inheritance advantage, a new advantage in the game. Broken. Because I mean, it's like the idols come most handy when you're like on the bottom and you're gonna get voted out. But like in early stages, okay, let's say it's like you and your one ally and an idol, and then you're up against an alliance of four, right? Okay, let's say you play the idol correctly, and all four of these people vote for you, and then you play the idol, you're immune, and then you vote out this person. And then this person played the inheritance advantage. It's like, okay, yeah, great. Now it's two versus three and a hidden immunity idol. it I don't know. To me, it feels like it's designed to only help the people on top sometimes. You know what I mean? I suppose it could work both ways around, but it's like with the amount that they may possibly get, I don't know. To me, that just seems broken because I mean, as far as I know, these next two people they may just get like either a vote steal or a double vote, or maybe they might also get inheritance advantages. And we already know there's at least three hidden immunity idols, maybe a fourth one with it's too much words. What I'm trying to say is it potentially sounds broken. Let's see if it ends up being broken. Okay, the bank of vote advantage. Yeah, okay. I like that advantage. Because to me, yeah, you get an advantage out of doing it, and yeah, like if you're on the majority alliance, you easily get a challenge. Or like you easily get like a free advantage basically, but I don't know, I feel like it's less broken than the inherit advantage. You know what I'm saying? I do like it. I admit like it could be just as broken as the inherit your advantage thing. But at that point, to me, that might as well just be like you accidentally find a double vote as opposed to like the other one where it's just like, oh, someone used an advantage against you. Well, now you could possibly get it for free. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not even sure how that inherit advantage works. Like, does she have to pick a tribal council in order for it to work? I don't remember exactly what the rules are, and I don't really want to take the time to rewind. Okay, I got about 30 minutes left in this first episode. So that probably means challenge, minor strategy talk, then tribal council. Or, hell, I don't know, maybe the third person gets injured. So far, I like the cast. Good cast. Seems like they're ready to play. Seems like they're ready for, like, the trials and tribulations ahead of them, I think. I don't like that the hidden immunity idols were, like, just right there in the open. And so it's, like, easy to see if anyone got one or anything like that. The inherit award advantage. I feel like I might have to just like rewatch just to understand how it works because I mean, off the minor explanation I heard, it does sound kind of broken. But who knows? After all, this is for entertainment, so maybe I'll like watch it, and then maybe that one girl who has it is down on the bottom, and then she uses it expertly, and now all of a sudden she has all the power in the world, and she's still the ultimate underdog, trying to survive like a freaking 1 to 8 vote, and maybe I'll like it then. But even then, it seems too powerful, even if I do like that person. In terms of alliances, I don't remember like anything inherently important off the top of my head. Because let me see, when it comes to the purple tribe, I know it's the two smart people and this one other person. The other two are on the outs. I know in the orange tribe, those two guys who pulled the coconuts are together watching their back, and one person has the bank of vote. And I don't remember much from the green tribe. I don't remember if there was like an immediate alliance to talk about so far. The thing about the purple tribe is that it was an alliance of 3 against an alliance of 2 since they had one evacuee. And the alliance of 3 got the inherit your power advantage. So it's like, damn, why? It is an unfortunate shame. But now it just makes me root for Caroline more. I think that's her name. One girl with all the facial expressions I mentioned. To me, those two are definitely the underdogs of the season so far. Middle of the challenge, the one girl from the green tribe basically outs, I don't remember her name, but the one girl from the orange tribe who actually got the bank of vote advantage. And that's why I don't like that advantages are publicized. Because like even in this case, they made it so that technically no one really does know, but it was very easy to exploit and see who exactly had what and who was lying about had what. And, like they're on opposite tribes, and she just gave that information away willingly. I guess to build across lines or something like that. But I mean, it also kind of destroys her game because now everyone knows that she's just willing to like rat out anyone's secrets, which I guess no one should be shocked by. Everyone in Survivor wants to rat out everybody's secrets, but I don't really see her immediately getting a gain from something like that other than screwing over the other tribe. You know what I mean? I'm willing to accept a season where it's like just no advantages, just the threat of an advantage. You know what I'm saying? Or hell, just no advantages at all. No hidden immunity idols. Take it back to like pre Guatemala, where there were no advantages. You know what I'm saying? Like, just when you think that one girl from the orange tribe is gonna get away with it, the green tribe absolutely screwed her over. Advantages are a death sentence in this new age of Survivor, unfortunately. First immunity challenge is over. Green tribe and purple tribe make it out okay. Or orange tribe has to go to tribal council. Before I hear any strategy talk, it seems like the two obvious votes are the two people who are injured, which also just happen to be the two guys who did the coconuts. You know what I mean? So it's either going to be Matt with a half-assed shoulder and a sliced up foot, or Brandon, who basically nearly passed out because he was dehydrated in the challenge. I gotta tell you, I'm already hating the green tribe. They got someone who just ratted out someone on the orange tribe. I mean, I'll give it this. The episode ahead is looking exciting. We'll see if that changes. So right before tribal council, it seems like Matt, the guy in the sling, is going to be okay. So the big targets are Brandon, who nearly passed out in the challenge, and then the one girl who was outed for having some kind of an advantage. I like Maddie's plan to try and get rid of Brandon, but I don't like how she executed it. Like, this is one of those times where I need to see what happened when the cameras weren't recording, because she went and she got the girls united for 3 votes, and then she went and got Kane. That's 4 votes. Why are you go telling Matt? Like, you don't need the 5 votes. As far as you know, Matt may tell Brandon that he needs to play his immunity idol, which is the one thing you need not to happen for your plan to work. I don't know why that was being told. There could be reasons why. Maybe she's just trying to get Matt to tell Brandon to play his idol, and then they all vote Matt off. What I'm really hoping is that's what happens. I'm hoping that the reason why she told Matt is so that Matt can go tell Brandon, play your idol, and then they don't vote Brandon, they vote off Matt. That would be a really cool move. I just don't know if that's going to happen. I'm trying to be realistic, but also hopeful at the same time. I don't know. What I think will happen is I think the one woman with the bank of vote advantage will just get voted out. That's my thought process behind it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I'm wrong. Okay, so a couple of things to make note of. The episode's over. Maddie got voted out. I'm glad I was wrong. Interesting tribal council, to say the least. I got the other 2 girls mixed up. I thought it was Jamie who had went to the island, but no, it wasn't. It was the other girl, whose name I still don't remember. One, it was a good move by her to actually bank that vote. I don't think she should have done that, but she did, and it worked out. That was very good calculated risk. As for Jamie, I don't think it was a good idea to publicly say that you were going to play the shot in the dark, because that's probably got Maddie voted out. And despite the fact that she also kind of like screwed over Maddie, she also kind of like screwed up the plan, because she said, I trust everybody else. If they do what they do, I should be fine. And that gave Brandon the clue. It's like, okay, well, that means they're probably going to vote for me. It was not a good move by her on her part. As to why Maddie got voted out, I suppose her telling Matt to vote for Brandon probably screwed her over, because Matt probably went to Brandon and said, hey, look what Maddie's about to do. And that's why she got the random stray vote. And it's good on Brandon and Matt that they have each other right off the bat. The Coconut Alliance. Jamie's absolutely left on the bottom of that vote. The other girl, who they're all suspicious about, I believe, she's right there with her, but now she has a double vote. Of course, she's still not in a good spot, because then it just leaves to like a rock draw. And to stands after that vote off, it seems like the 3 guys, Brandon, Maddie, and Kane, versus those 2 girls. Jamie, and then the bank vote woman, whose names I still can't remember. To me, it seems like sloppy play. I'm not out there, so it's not really fair for me to say, but at the same time, that's what the episode's showing me. It's sloppy play by those 2. We'll see if they improve as time goes on. That was the end of episode 1. See you back for episode 2.